Hey everybody, and welcome to the Bob's Watches video series. Today we're going back into the history books for a look at another Rolex icon, the Rolex Explorer. The Explorer is easily the most understated sports watch in Rolex's catalogue. And although the first example to bear the Explorer name dates back to 1953, its origins actually go back just a bit further. In 1952, the Rolex Bubbleback, references 6098 and 6150, were offered as higher spec, more resilient alternatives to the standard models. Even before that, the famed Rolex that reached the summit of Mount Everest in 1953 arrived in the hands of Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay. The acquisition was not a purchase, nor was it a gift. Instead, it was an elaborate experiment, or the ultimate real-world testing. Having this watch survive this epic ascent is what earned this Explorer its name. And within the same year of their success, the first real Explorer, references 6298 and 6350, arrived, featuring the classic and highly legible 369 dial the model has become known for. Through the first decade, the Explorer went through a series of subtle changes, alteration to the case profile, the move to a 36mm case, changes in lubricants to improve running stability, and the move to Rolex's Caliber 1030. This evolution came hard and fast, but Rolex wasn't done just yet. In 1963, the reference 1016 arrived and became the longest-running single reference in Rolex's long history. From 1963 all the way until 1989, the 1016 was a staple in the Rolex arsenal. And though it never became as popular as some of Rolex's other models, these vintage examples remain fairly sought after to this day. This classic sports watch eventually gained an updated movement in the early 70s, and at the same time its water resistance was upped from 50 meters to 100 meters. A little while later, its Oyster bracelet was upgraded to solid-end links as well. In 1971, the Explorer gained a sibling in the very different but equally rugged Explorer 2, reference 1655. While the Explorer was designed for mountaineers, the Explorer 2 was geared towards spelunkers. Hidden away from light, the idea of its broad 24-hour hand is that day or night, these adventurers would always be able to get a read of the current time. The one especially peculiar quirk about the 1655 is its nickname. Somewhere along the way, it was dubbed the Steve McQueen Explorer 2. However, the title is completely unsubstantiated. Rather than an Explorer 2, McQueen was frequently seen sporting a few different Submariner references. In 1989, Rolex decided it was time to add another reference to the Explorer collection. The reference 14270 Explorer received a significant polishing of sorts, including a slightly beefier case and white gold applied indices for the 3, 6, and 9 set on a glossy black dial. Of course, a new caliber was also in order, coming in the form of the Caliber 3000. Unlike its siblings, the 14270 nudged the Explorer into a more refined position, now capable of passing as a sleek dress watch, as well as a sport watch. This was also the first time Rolex fitted their Explorer with a sapphire crystal, as the brand had been phasing them into the model range through the mid to late 80s. Last but not least, the latest iteration of the Explorer hit the market in 2010, bringing to the table one of the biggest changes to the model yet. Though its 36mm case size was more than acceptable by modern standards, the reference 214270 was bumped up to a 39mm case diameter to satisfy demands for larger watches. It was also fitted with the Caliber 3132, alongside other aesthetic changes. Crisp blue chromalite luminous material for its indices and hands helped the Explorer maintain some of that charming utility credibility despite its refined, polished design.